Welcome to Rapid Fire. Today's game is
Zeta Wing II was released on the Commodore 64 at the end of April 2023 by Witchsoft, programmer and designer Sarah Jane Avery's game-making brand. Zeta Wing II is the sequel to 2020's exclusive Commodore 64 vertically scrolling shooter, Zeta Wing. You again have to jump into your spaceship and blast your way through 7 levels of bug alien infestation landscapes to take out the alien queen. If you've played vertical shoot-em-ups before and grew up in the arcade, you're gonna feel right at home here. The game delivers that very satisfying action while still being fair without murdering you in 5 seconds. The game initially feels like the original in terms of graphics and levels, but after a few stages and upon reaching the giant fortress in the sky, it really starts to step things up a notch. Upgrades work the same as the original. Collecting stars boosts your firepower, which there are 12 levels of, and it really starts making you feel invincible after a while, in the best possible way, almost like a 90s toe plan arcade shoot 'em up. And also, if you lose a life, you only get downgraded by 1 level of firepower, so you never get destroyed like those old Konami titles, but can always go forward. A new addition here is the inclusion of a screen-killing smart bomb, which you can also assign to certain keys or an extra fire button. But I also like the option of being able to set it to auto, meaning if you take a bullet during action, it launches a bomb automatically, saving your life depending on how many you have. It's a cool idea. I remember first being used in Toplan's Tiger Heli in the 1980s, at least that's what I remember it from, and I always just love this idea. The multiple difficulty settings are also well implemented and really do feel more challenging without being ridiculous. Although I will say, if you are in any way decent at shoot 'em ups, don't select easy. It's way too easy. I literally completed it on my second go, but normal is extremely well balanced and is definitely the way to go. The graphics are pretty good overall. The beginning stages do feel like remixes of the original with nice parallax action, but the later levels really do start to impress with caves, airships, and enemy bases all looking really smart. Plus the addition of many new enemies are introduced later on, which are really visually appealing and offer up a really good challenge. Boss encounters though are the highlights for this game, with each one having multiple parts and transformations, giving the game a real arcadey feel, and I really enjoyed each and every encounter. The only slight complaint here really is the music, and it's not because it's bad by any means, it actually complements the fun vibe of the game really well, but I feel like I've heard it all before. Slight variations on Zeta Wing I, Briley Witch, and even Soul Force. I mean, I do love a main theme that is repeated various times in different tunes, just like old movie soundtracks, but these feel more like tracks being repeated from other games. They all work well in context of the game, but hopefully Sarah's next game will have a nice fresh selection of original tunes. Overall though, this is another shoot 'em up gem on the C64 that delivers the goods. It's both NTSC and PAL compatible, and I played it on both Maxi and original hardware, and it played perfectly. And I'll leave links in the video description for you to download this awesome game. If you're a shoot 'em up junkie, you're gonna be well happy.